6 reasons being an emotionally vulnerable empath is like a magnet for toxicity. Hi everyone. Someone can have a sense of empathy bigger and higher than others. However, being an empath without knowing how to maintain boundaries will only make them emotionally vulnerable. Empaths can't simply let others alone when those people have problems. Of course, it sounds the right thing to do, but forcing your empathy without knowing your limit can be toxic as well. Knowing the limitation of intervening in other people's business is crucial, mainly because not all people want your help. Secondly, shouldering too many emotions will make you vulnerable to toxicity. Here are further reasons why being an emotionally vulnerable empath is a magnet for toxicity. But before that, I hope you can help this channel gain more vibration by liking and sharing this video to your friends and relatives. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you're new here. 6. Being used by others. As people said, you can't be too good for your own good. You always have a big empathy for others, and people know it. If those people are sensitive and respectful, they'll know how to behave and don't want to disturb you with their problems all the time. But if they're the slightest bit manipulative, they want to use you to solve their problems every time. Even a small thing like a school or office task, they prefer asking you to do it because of their insignificant troubles. You'll end up becoming an errand boy for them. 5. And you can't reject their requests because it's against your conscience. Strong empaths can think more clearly by selecting which person to help and which not to. But for an emotionally vulnerable empath, saying no could be challenging, especially if the request is from the person you know. Of course, it's not just disadvantageous for you. Sometimes you feel happy to be able to help them. Other times, you may feel you're being used as well. Often your work or tasks aren't even done because you're doing favors for others. Well, before the habit affects your health a lot, you better make up your mind and stop it. 4. Intervening others' business too far. Just because you care for others doesn't mean you can just intervene in other people's problems. When your friend has a problem with her husband, for example, you intervene in their household too deeply just to make sure it's clear. Sure, except you're her lawyer. Then you don't need to do that. Giving suggestions is enough only when your friend asks you for an opinion or help. Other than that, it'd be best if you refrained from doing that. 3. Being overprotective. An empath has a strong intuition and often feels worried about the safety of someone they love. That's why you can be very overprotective of your partner, kids, or friends. Consequently, you may end up prohibiting them from doing this, and that just because your intuition said so. When this habit disturbs the life of others, it can be classified as toxic for sure. 2. Making others always depend on you. You always have a heart for others, especially for those really close to you. Let's say your husband or wife, partner, kids, parents, other family members, and friends. But instead of feeling uncomfortable with your over-kindness and caring attitude, they use you, as I explained before. The worst thing is, they always depend on you, particularly for your own kids. It's not good for their mental development. They can grow up as spoiled children who can't do anything and can't even make decisions. 1. It's stressful. As you always do for others and often ignore your own needs, there's a possibility of you being stressed. The worst thing is when you must do anything yourself without help. Of course, it's tiring, so what you need to do is self-healing. Most importantly, talk to yourself that you don't need to help everyone, and you must demonstrate your empathy selectively. So, what do you think of this information? Don't hesitate to let us know your opinion by sharing it in the comments section below. Please consider subscribing to this channel and click the bell icon if this is the first time you are watching our videos. Thank you.